Welcome back, viewers, to our Finance Now segment. I'm talking to Anil after a long time, and our viewers have been asking where are those financial advisors because they need to take a look at it. The year end is coming up, and can't believe I haven't seen you in so long time.
You're right, Anna. Thanks for having me back. And yes, cannot believe it's end of the year already. And especially for the viewers, this is very, very important time where you actually take stock of what has happened during the year. You want to plan ahead, and this is the best opportune time to do that. I mean, especially your investments. What have you done? Have you met your goals? Have you exceeded your goals? I mean, that'd be the best part if you exceeded your goals. And if you have not done it, if you have, trailed or dragged and all, you want to make sure that moving forward, you will make up the gap or at least try and end where you want.
So I know we have a little more time now. So what are some of the broad asset classes that we can talk about?
A lot of our clients go into different asset classes, as you said, stocks, bonds, money markets, and even alternatives, different areas. And you got to make sure that you have a good mix, a good balance, because you don't want to be weighted in one class of the asset, and if the market doesn't work in your favor, then
it's all about the distribution, right?
Exactly. It's very important to have a good allocation. View your allocation, make sure you are diversified. And for here, the different classes make it diversified. That's what helps bring especially the volatility down. The market has been very volatile recently. I mean, it has always volatile, but it has been more so in the last couple of quarters. And you want to make sure that you don't get caught on the wrong side of the volatility.
If I understand you correctly, we all get very comfortable in certain areas and we don't want to explore other areas. But as I hear you correctly, that we need to spread out and have options in different areas and, have different classes of investment. Now, what are some of the alternatives?
I know. See, the alternatives is a big area and a lot of the people are not very familiar. But just to give you a general idea, besides stocks, bonds, and the money market accounts, there are alternative investments available. And as a matter of fact, institutions, they play very big in that area. And especially the bigger, the higher the net worth of the individuals, they get into that's part of the market. To give you an idea, almost 55% of the Yale endowment was one of the most successful performing endowment in the country last year. And guess what? Almost 55% of the portfolio was in alternatives, not in stocks, bonds, or money market. They were in alternatives. And that's where I think you have to work with a financial advisor to figure out, because less than about 1% of the individuals are in alternatives, or the individual investors. Most of them are, they're taking, stocks, bonds, similar kind of, investments, but they do not look at alternatives. And alternatives are where you get into some private equity programs, some more, real estate, but real estate not from the perspective of buying a single family home, but more from investment perspective where they are REITs, for instance, real estate investment trusts. These are very good ways to participate in the market, and a lot of these assets are, how should I say, keeping it simple, not too complicated, they are non-correlated with the market. So in other words, if the market goes down, necessarily this part of the portfolio, the alternatives, does not go down, and vice versa. So it brings a lot more diversification, and clients like that because then you are basically hedging your portfolio from the downside.
Well, I can tell you that most of our viewers are not aware because I've known you for how many years now, and I don't know what alternatives are available, and that, it is more secure than the market, which you say is volatile now. And to learn more, they can always come to you, talk to you. But anything else before I leave our viewers with thinking more about money?
Yeah, very important. One more point I want to cover, Anna, is if you take stock and you have not contributed towards your pension plan or your IRA account, you may not be having a maximum contribution. This is the time to look at it and be able to fully deduct your contribution you do before December 31st of the year. So do that, or for that matter, somebody may not have a pension plan. So if you want to set up a pension plan, make sure you contact your advisors and the third-party administrators, because a plan has to be set up before December 31st. So that'll be rolling around very soon, and if you do not do it, you cannot get the deduction for this year. So IRA, you can go to April 15th, but other pension plans, make sure you do before December 31st.
Well, what that means is that we still have a few months left to get the advantage starting from top of the year. If you have a plan, we can take the whole year into account. That is amazing. Well, that sounds really like a good plan. And next time we are going to talk about women and finances, which is my favorite topic to touch. And we'll come back soon with that with Anil. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anna, and thank you, viewers, and look forward to seeing you next time again.